What's up, guys? I just got out of seeing Christopher Nolan's new movie, Oppenheimer. Now, I saw a lot of fucking people saying, if it's a 70 millimeter film, it's gonna start at the list of Showtime. It's gonna start at the list of Showtime. It's gonna start at the list of Showtime. So me and a bunch of other dumb motherfuckers got up early to get to a fucking 10:40 fucking Showtime at 10:20. I swear to you, at 10:20, there was that motherfucker was almost full. At 10:20, like 3 to 5 people came in at actually 10:40, you know? So we all ended up sitting there for 40 fucking minutes through the most dog shit ads and trailers. Oh my God, I hate that about the movie experience so much. It kind of pissed me off because I got to sit down to the science. If my showing starts at 10:40, I leave the house at 10:35. I get to the theater at 10:50. I go in, I take a piss, I get my popcorn. I'm in the motherfucking theater at 10:55. I only got to sit through 2 to 3 trailers most of the time. That's all I can fucking bear. That 40 minutes of trailers killed me. So on top of what it was already a 3-hour experience, I made it 40 minutes longer for myself. Oh my fucking God. So to anyone that thinks that their theater, even the ones that are running 70 millimeter IMAX and all that shit, even they're still showing trailers before it. So if you think there's gonna be no trailers before it, don't take the risk. If you think there's gonna be no trailers, don't take the risk. Get there at like 10:40. So the worst case, you're just sitting through 20 minutes of trailers. Don't be like me and everyone else that sat there for 40 minutes through all those dog shit ads and trailers. But that's besides the point. We're here to talk about Oppenheimer. This has been one of the most anticipated movies in many film circles for the last 2 years. The cast has been, we've seen all the announcements last year. They just kept adding people. There are a lot of big names in this movie. But this movie is carried by about 5 to 6 names. Cillian Murphy, Robert Downey Jr., Matt Damon, Emily Blunt, Jason Clarke, that most people know from Winning Time, Taron Egerton, and I feel like there's one more. But those are about the biggest names in this movie that carry the movie. You're going to see a lot of buzz for Robert Downey Jr. to get a supporting actor nom. You're going to see a lot of buzz for Matt Damon to get a supporting actor nom. If I had to pick 2 actors from this movie to get a supporting actor nom, I would be Robert Downey Jr. and Jason Clarke. I feel like all the trial scenes, well, not really trial, but all the little scenes that they had with Oppenheimer, and they were interrogating him, interrogating his friends, questioning them. I feel like those scenes were great, and I feel like he really shined in those scenes, especially towards the 3rd act of the movie. He really shined. This is a long fucking movie. And I feel like all these great performances spread out throughout the movie. All the great performances are spread out. Like, you're going to see a lot of people's clips that they're going to use for award season. They're all going to be spread out. They're not all going to be together. And I feel like that was very important to keep people engaged in this movie. There was one point, I can tell you exact character. When this character entered, I started to doze. I didn't doze off, but I was like, that's when I realized this is a long ass fucking movie, man. It was when Oppenheimer was talking to Pash, Colonel Pash. That's when I realized, oh my fucking God, this is a long ass fucking movie. Like, I've seen 3-hour movies before, but this is like I don't even think Avatar felt this long, but they kept me engaged and they kept everyone else engaged. That's the best thing a long movie can do, is keep you engaged and keep you interested. They kept me engaged and they kept me interested. The sound's great. It's IMAX. So I saw it IMAX. Of course the sound's going to be great. But at times, the Christopher Nolan signature did come like, it's like, oh my fucking God, I can't hear anything, Nolan. I'm trying to listen to what the actors are saying. You got this fucking score going crazy. I can't hear anything. Like, there was multiple times throughout the movie where, like, the Christopher Nolan signature came out. More sound over the actual sound that you want to hear. The fucking actors. There was multiple times throughout, especially towards the end where that came out. But like I said, the performances are going to be the main draw to this movie. And like I also said, it does keep you engaged. I know it's 3 hours, but it does keep you engaged very, very well. I don't think this movie, I think they might give Emily Blunt a supporting actress role, but I don't think we're going to get to see, if this year is strong when it's all said and done, I don't think we should see any supporting actors now from Oppenheimer. But with everything moving, they probably will get a couple. I don't think Florence Pugh was in this movie maybe 5 minutes altogether. maybe 7. She's not in this movie a lot. And the character, and I see it from a lot of people online. They're basically saying they kind of like they really spark notes her fucking life. Like she didn't, like a lot of people are saying, well, she didn't really kill herself because Oppenheimer didn't help her. I know they kind of touched on her mental health problems, and they kind of touched on how it really affected Oppenheimer. But I feel like even though this movie was 3 hours, she still could have done a whole lot more with that, you know. But like I said, Florence Pugh's not in this movie a lot. Emily Blunt's character doesn't really become prominent until the second act. We don't really see her till the second act. She doesn't really become prominent until the third act. And once we get into the third act, her character is really starting to bring it, and we're really starting to see her great acting abilities come out. So, as far as supporting actors go, not the worst thing ever, but like, I feel like in a strong year, we're not going to see any, but I don't think this is going to be a strong year with a strike and everything, and movies moving to next year. So I think they probably will get 1 or 2 nominations for supporting actress. Cillian Murphy. I'm just going to say, I can't say his fucking first name. Murphy is Oppenheimer. This guy's going to be, he's winning Best Actor. I don't know who's going to take it from him, but he's a lot. He fucking played this character to a T. It was awesome. They would do these things where, like, I just criticized Nolan for using too much sound at a time when we want to hear the actor speak. He also found this great way to just have like just rolling panic attacks. Oppenheimer would have these panic attacks thinking about what this bomb's going to do and how it's going to affect people and all the carnage and destruction it's going to cause. I feel like those are going to be the Oscar clips for Murphy, man. It was really great. It was really great. Like, it would just be like pounding, and he would talk and he would stutter, and while he's talking, everything is still moving around him like nothing's going on, but he's just having this existential crisis in the inside of his brain, you know. And I feel like that was really great. So Oppenheimer overall, this is about an 8 out of 10 movie. There's 1 to 2 points throughout this entire 3-hour runtime that it did feel a bit slow. But for a 3-hour movie, that's really fucking good. Most of the time I was engaged and interested. I can only pinpoint 1 or 2 times out of a 3-hour movie where I was like, oh my fucking God, I'm bored. That is really fucking good. Like I said, really well acted. The sound, even though I do have problems with some of the Christopher Nolan signature sound issues, for the most part, it was engaging and it was ominous, and it was everything you would want from a Christopher Nolan movie. So yeah, Oppenheimer, 8 out of 10. Will I ever watch this movie again? I don't know. Not in the near future. I don't know how this is going to do for rewatches. I know it's tracking to do 68 mil. Nothing near what Barbie's doing, but it's 68 million for a 3-hour biopic movie is great. If you're coming into this movie expecting this to be about the bombing, you're setting yourself up. This movie is about Robert J. Oppenheimer. This is a biopic. The first 15 to 20 minutes of this movie is about his early life. Don't come into this movie just expecting it to be about the bomb and the destruction and the carnage of the bomb and everything about the bomb. This bomb it's more about the bomb. It's about how it affected the people, and affected people that work on it, and affected the people that were affected by it. This movie is more than just about the bomb. It is a Robert J. Oppenheimer biopic first. So Oppenheimer, 8 out of 10. Like I said, it's another Christopher Nolan classic. If you're a Nolan fan, you're going to love this. I do recommend it to people that aren't even Nolan fans. Give it a shot. I know it's 3 hours, but give it a shot. So Oppenheimer, 8 out of 10. Peace.